Hey Wanderers, here is another video from the archives. Today, we're taking you back to 2004. Get ready to experience the adrenaline-pumping thrill of the Backdraft live-action stage show. Let's take a moment to acknowledge that this show, sadly, is no longer running. In 2008, tragedy struck Universal Studios when a massive fire engulfed the backlot, destroying many iconic sets, including the stage for the Backdraft live-action stage show. While the show may be gone, its legacy lives on in the memories of those who experienced this show, which we're going to try and share with you today. Don't forget to give us a like. Comment below if you remember seeing this show in person and hit that subscribe to keep in touch. Thanks for watching.
What is a backdraft? Well, the technical explanation is a fire that has burned out all the oxygen in a room, leaving only superheated gases, over 2,000 degrees, just waiting for a fresh breath of air. When the fire gets what it wants, you have a backdraft. Hi, I'm Ron Howard. And as the film's director, I guess I have a different definition. Backdraft. A tireless cast and crew working under demanding conditions to realistically portray fire and the heroism of the firefighters who battled. The screenwriter, Gregory Wyden, was a former fireman, and he made it very clear that in our movie the firefighters had to be right there, in the middle of those blazing infernos. But I knew that getting these shots would be very hazardous for the actors and the entire film crew. Every day they found themselves in the middle of flame, smoke, flying ash, and toppling scenery. With all the complicated technical elements, even the rehearsals were difficult. We rehearsed the scene first for the actors, then for the camera. Then we added the special effect. Finally, we rolled film.
And action!
This is how the scene looked in the theater. A lot of hard work for a very short amount of screen time. Throughout, we had to maintain realism. We went to real old warehouses in Chicago and set fire to the inside, set fire to the outside, and then we blew them up. The crew worked tirelessly to try to make the fire into a living, breathing entity, or as the firefighters sometimes call it, the beast. On the next stage, you'll see how a few of those spectacular effects were created. And you also get a sense of the professionalism and courage that our actors showed. Oh, by the way, please don't try what you're about to see at home. On our set, we had the constant supervision of Chicago's finest firefighters. And from them, I pass on this tip. If you hear a fire engine, get out of the way. They're not going to the movies.
See you on the next set.
This engine reminds me of the weeks we spent shooting Backdraft.
Come on, Mommy.
And of the new respect we gain for the real firefighters who put their lives on the line for all of us every day. Of course, we had it easy next to those guys. We could yell cut when things got too hot. And our effects guys spent months planning and testing, learning everything they could about fire and its behavior, figuring out how to put the right kind of fire only where we wanted it and only when we wanted it. Meanwhile, another team of effects wizards were hard at work creating an intricate model for shots to intercut with our live action. In this sequence, the roof of a burning building splits right down the middle, with Billy Baldwin barely managing to stay one step ahead of the flames. But we only used models in a couple of sequences. The rest of the time, everything was very real and very hot. Now this scene, the finale of the film, had it all. During the chemical warehouse fire, a giant catwalk gives way, and Kurt Russell's character is just barely able to catch me. And I'm here to tell you this was real. Flames above, flames below, and Kurt and I hanging right in the middle of the firestorm.
Let me go, Paul! You go! We go!
The crew put me in a harness and pulled the cable through my coat, through Kurt's coat, then attached it to the catwalk. Now for the fun part. They painted this flammable liquid on me and set it on fire. That is me burning up there. Of course, I was wearing a flame retardant suit plus 3 pairs of Nomex long underwear. But during the third take, it got too hot and I had to yell cut. It turned out the flames had gone through to the last layer. For the end of the scene, a dummy is set on fire, and that's what you see fall. There were hundreds of other special effects created for the film. One simple one was called the Ash-O-Matic, a machine that threw burning ash over all of us. Man, I hated that thing. At the end of the production, the crew let me blow it up. You know, being here reminds me of the days we spent doing research for the film at a real Chicago fire station, going out on calls with real Chicago firefighters. In fact, for some of us, it was an experience we didn't want to see end.
Well, there's nothing quite like a ride in a fire truck. Hi, I'm Kurt Russell. You know, of course, Backdraft isn't just about great fire effects. It's also about some very real American heroes. Firefighters themselves. They labor day in and day out to make our lives safer. And some of the fires they face can be absolutely incredible.
That's why we wanted the ones in Backdraft to be just as breathtaking. We gave the flames their own personality. In fact, there was one that seemed to have a mind of its own. It could even be considered beautiful. But though it may seem harmless, don't let it seduce you. For without warning, it might suddenly turn.
Engine 174977.
Put your children on your shoulders or on the railings. Not a smart move at all. Okay, people who are walking, we need to go all the way down. Keep moving, don't stop. We need you to go all the way down, everybody. You're right in the middle of it. We want to see real fear. Speed! vehicle.